All right, so you have to clean house, right? I guess you don't have to, but you should. Can you get your workout in while you're cleaning house? Take a look at kind of a new-ish idea in housework and workouts. Meet Carolyn Barnes, the clean mama. She's one buff mom who gets buff while she's buffing stuff. Barnes invented the Clean Mama workout. There's a DVD and soon-to-be book on how to combine housework and workouts. But she isn't the only one who advocates hitting two birds with one stone, as they say. In 2002, this Mr. Clean came out with the Stevie Markovich's aerobic house cleaning lifestyle. He, too, advocates getting lean while you clean. Check out this high kick. Ow. Different styles, but the same idea. Workouts and housework can be one and the same. I just snorted. I love that guy's workout. I'm sorry. It cracks me up. Like if you went home and your dad was doing that in the kitchen, you'd be like, oh my gosh, he's lost it. Anyways, it's kind of a good idea. So we tried to kind of adapt it to maybe how it would actually work to work out while you clean. Julie Diver gave me a custom workout right in this very kitchen. Take a look. So if we want to get in shape while we're house cleaning and in the kitchen, what are some moves we can do?
We want to work the arms, you know. Everybody hates the flabby arm.
I love my flabby. Okay. Julie, a professional fitness trainer, says the key to getting a workout while you clean is your form and resistance.
Circle with a little resistance. You starting to feel the burn?
Yes, I feel the burn.
So
because
you're
the
gonna
burner's on.
kind of wax on, wax off. And then you're going to go back the other way.
She says we multitask all the time anyway. Why not while we clean?
And we're just going to do some push-ups right off the counter.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah. You know, even if you just do 10 or
Milk,
20.
eggs,
Cheese.
check out her countertop crunches.
Come out and in.
Oh, I see.
Out and in.
Gotcha. Everyone knows a pot of water for pasta is heavy, so use it.
And you want to really focus on what you're doing. So you're squeezing the butt and you're pulling the belly in tight.
The spaghetti
down.
will be ready when my butt is firm. So that's how you do the spaghetti water.
That's just, yeah, perfect.
Some of the ideas, well, you need to warn the neighbors if you do this take out the garbage move.
But you're going to lunge to the garbage can. So you're down and back down.
The neighbors already think I am disturbed. This won't help. The idea is to use what you've got and focus on those muscles. Mommy isn't getting you anything to drink right now. I'm toning.
Step, pull forward,
Right.
bring it back. So you're just doing your same job, but you're just focusing on how you can really make the muscles, exaggerate them and make them work better for you.
Okay. And if you're doing it right, fitness and housework can be fun and done. Yeah, so okay, it's a good idea, but Sydney, we have two guests here, my two faves, Brittany from BrittanyHerself.com and Sydney from my life. Both of them are weight loss success stories, but lifestyle success stories. So Cindy Sipe, you've lost, just so we know we're talking, this is your street cred.
Almost 90 pounds.
Almost 90
Oh my
pounds.
goodness. That's
Yes.
amazing.
Isn't it amazing?
That's amazing.
No gimmicks, no bells and whistles, just
No.
plugging away.
Hard work.
Hard work.
And housework.
And housework. Right. I make her do my housework. Come on over.
That's
It's a
what I do
workout.
every day.
So here's the question. Do you think housework as a workout is something? Not so much, huh?
No. I feel like my calves would get a great workout. I am an expert at like picking things up with my feet. Is that just like a mom thing? Like
Oh,
I
yeah.
will literally walk by and almost
Tactile
pick
toes,
anything
I
up
used to say.
like with my foot, like a remote or
Right.
like clothing, like
No,
so
you
maybe like a
need
calf workout,
every
but
appendage on deck when you're a mom.
exactly.
No, that's not. That's a total mom thing. But yeah, for me, the working out as my husband used to joke, don't we have any heavier babies? And lift the babies. But they're old now. So how about you? Would you do workouts as a housework workout? It's not going to work for you?
It's not going to work for me. When I work out, I need like a hardcore workout where I'm like dripping in sweat. That's when I feel like I got something out of it. Like dusting, I
Right.
don't think I broke a sweat. Sorry.
Right, right. Well, and then sometimes they'll put in those things like your activity calculators, gardening or
Right.
house. I never use those because I feel like the stuff that you normally do, you are not allowed to count it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got to exercise.
I guess. I don't know. I think I just don't consecutively clean enough for it to count
Right,
as like a consistent workout for
If
me.
I have to wipe something off more than once, then it's just now a decorating
That's the new
element.
finish.
Right. That's what the counter looks like now. So all right. So for us, this one is not exactly the most practical idea.
Right. I actually was just like at the doctor for a checkup, and he's like, "And what are you doing for exercise?" And I always laugh at that question because I'm like, "Well, I have 3 small children, and I'm dressed today." Like that was like that is the most physical activity. Like
Right. Well,
that I've
and
crammed
you had
in.
your heart rate was up almost like cardio because it was the first day of school for the kids.
Yeah.
So you were sweating. And, get out of the car. No.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, it was like, I'm glad I
It
put
is
deodorant on
stressful.
today because I like, by the time I got here, I was like,
It is one
Yeah.
of the most stressful times of year is
It
back to
is.
school, we were saying. Not so much, Christmas is also a fun time, but back to school.
it's different kind of stress. It's
Yeah,
just,
different.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to specifically work out. We're not going to make our housework into a workout, but the idea mainly is to be active. So I guess if, cleaning house is going to burn more calories than sitting down and, watching things get dirty. I totally get that. And if it works for you, it works for you, right?
Right.
That one lady, I mean, they were both looking pretty good, so.
yeah.
The dad, not sure. All right, so let's talk about, it's kind of a fad, this workout idea. Have you ever been on a fad diet?
Yes, I have.
Without naming names, it was one that you had to go.
I had to
tell me
weigh
the
in
worst part
3
about it.
times a week, which that's just a lot to begin with, and then you have to find time to go. And it was very specific. Like you could only have 2 carbs a day, which one of the carbs could be like 4 fat-free saltine crackers. It's not going to fill you up. It's even baby carrots. You can only have 6 of them. Like it was very specific. And
I would like unlimited baby carrots.
if I'm going to eat a baby carrot, just let me keep
I
eating
want
them.
100. Right. If I'm gonna eat
Exactly.
'em, I want as much as I want.
Right.
So it didn't work. That particular one.
Was that
the
worked
worst
at the
fad?
time? But then as soon as you stop, it all
You
came
can't
right
live
back.
like that.
Right. Like I mean, I gained it all right back so easily.
Okay. So how about you, Britt? Have you ever done any crazy diets?
Well, that actually reminded me. My roommate in college did the baby food diet, which I thought was the weirdest thing. Like she only ate baby food that came in the jars.
Okay, I've heard of this, yeah.
She smelled like so weird for weeks at a time.
Like smashed,
kind of.
peas.
Mashed bananas.
Exactly.
Like sweet potatoes and peas all the
And
time.
the point of it was to get it's portion control because they're
Portion
little.
controlled
And they're fruits and vegetables.
fruits and vegetables.
And probably fairly low in additives because
I
it's
think it
baby
was.
food.
Yeah, it was gross. But I tried the shakes that you buy at the store. The
Yeah.
Slim Fast
Powdered shakes. Yeah.
Yeah. In college, and those were horrible.
That was
I think
not-
I lasted
didn't
about
work for
2
you.
months.
Could you do that though? Could you? I mean, we're going to talk about in our last segment. We're going to make some shakes, but meal replacement that you can do a shake for breakfast, a shake for lunch, and a sensible dinner.
No,
Could you do
shake's
that?
not a meal for me.
For you, it's not a
Anyways,
meal.
It just wasn't. They tasted bad. I pretty much had to beer bong them down just because they were so foul.
funnel.
They were really gross, and I just feel like there's a sense of not maybe reward, but just completion of chewing your food. Maybe that
Right.
having that
There's a
process of
texture
chewing
thing. Yeah.
that makes me feel maybe like I'm
More
putting effort
satisfying.
into a meal, and maybe I don't know. I'm not a scientist, but I would assume that it triggers some form of digestion that.
Well, the saliva
Would
and
make,
all
you
that.
know,
Here's me.
things
Yeah, well,
happen.
the saliva.
And
has
I'm
a
burning
chemical
calories
reaction.
chewing up the food. So
Drinking it.
I take exercise when I can get it.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Right. I'd like crunchier foods. So that did not work for you in terms of the shakes go.
Well,
but
I
a
mean,
lot
it
of you
worked short-term and not long-term,
You
yeah.
have used Shakeology though, right? Talk about
Right.
that. That's one that you do recommend in terms of a meal replacement. Is that the way you use it? How do you use Shakeology? That's something you see it on Facebook all the time too. I use Shakeology.
Beachbody sells it.
Okay.
And being a Beachbody coach, I used it, and it's really good. Like it's a meal replacement, but you can add stuff to it to make it make you feel fuller. You can change flavors. Like mine was like a peanut butter cup that I love. So you add PB2 or natural peanut butter, almond milk, and it makes you feel full from it. And it's also like 5 servings of fruits and veggies in like that one glass.
And that's, I think we're going to talk about that. It is a way to get nutrition if you're putting,
Right.
and it's better than skipping a meal too.
It is.
Which,
It actually did, because I'm like you, where a drink doesn't make me feel full, but this actually does. It kept me full. I didn't want it, I wasn't craving chocolate, which is a downfall for me.
all right, so what exercise are you doing now? You talked about having to, really commit to exercise, and that's how you feel the most successful, and that's how you've achieved, in part, your 90-pound weight loss. So
Right.
what are you doing right now that's working.
I change up my workouts every few weeks just because if I don't lose weight. So changing it up keeps my body, wondering what I'm going to do next. So I do Turbo Fire a lot. I love Turbo. I've done the Insanity workout. I do the Stairmaster right now, which kills.
How much cardio do you do? I mean, is your session an hour long or?
I do probably around an hour of cardio a day, if not an hour and a half sometimes.
Wow.
But that's if I do go for like a walk,
Okay.
like I consider that part of it. Like at night, I try to go for a walk.
We need
so
to
I'm
get
not
you
just sitting
lifting
around.
though too, right?
Right.
Are
I'm
you
really
lifting
bad
at
with
all?
weights. I'm really
No,
bad.
this is the number one misconception about workouts, I think, that I've learned in my 100 years of life, that if we're not lifting and
Right.
lifting heavy and more, we're cheating ourselves over the benefits of all the exercise we're doing. Like, so you need less cardio, more lifting.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I always read that too, and
I know.
I don't know
because
what's
it's hard
wrong
to start
with me.
lifting.
It
Do
is.
you lift at all?
I'm not, and actually, I need to start. I just had this conversation with my doctor, so he's like, running is
mass.
great, but you have to have like a strength training in, or else you just have the skin that hangs, or all that, and it's.
The problem with lifting, I mean, and it gets, when you run, you can just turn your brain off and listen to your music. You do it one foot in front of the other.
Right.
You can even do it faster, longer, and it's just a really nice, even though you're working out, there's a break to it in your day. Lifting takes, it's harder. And I'm not a big fan either. Physically doing it, it's not like, yay, I'm gonna go get my lift in. But I will say, since I have been doing the lifting, I noticed like functionally stronger. I don't think I look too much different or anything, but like the things you have to do in life stronger, the lifting, the laundry stronger. I don't lift up my kids anymore because that would be strange. But your life is about having to move around, and when you're building your muscle mass, it does. My back feels better, just stuff like that. But women aren't encouraged to do it. I mean, we're encouraged to get on that treadmill for 400 hours.
Right.
It's all right. We got to get you lifting. Both of you got to start lifting with me, okay? I know it's weird. But it is the biggest misconception that if you do all this cardio, it's all going to work. What you want to do is something like time-wise that also makes more sense. 30 minutes, of the lifting instead of an hour of the, break it up. But I can't do it all in one day because, come on, who has 2 hours, right?
True.
All right. Also want to mention that this very week, Meghan McCain features Britney as one of her role models for body image. Congratulations
Thank
on
you.
that. That's really exciting.
Thanks.
You were surprised?
I was yes, I was very surprised.
And the article, Meghan McCain, John McCain's daughter, talks about how Britney is a role model to her for loving the size of our body and the shape of our body wherever we are in our health and fitness journey, and not just looking at supermodels.
Yeah,
Right?
and it's something she's really vocal about. So I was
So it's a
honored
good-
to. Yeah, I was equally. We're equally honored, I think. in
Excellent.
each other. Yeah.
Excellent. But see, we found Britney first, Megan, so I'm just saying. Thank you so much for joining me on these various topics today. When we come back, we're going to go a little bit farther into the shake idea. Can a meal replacement or a protein shake kind of satisfy you as you're trying to keep the eating under control? We'll see.